This UK politician from Nigeria says she's not with Nigerians coming into Britain to make a small little Nigeria town. And on top of that, she's going to make it more challenging for Nigerians to get UK citizenship. Check this out.
You say for somebody who's coming from Nigeria and wants to create a little mini Nigeria in Britain.
No, that is not right. And if many people come to our country, to the UK, who do things that would not be acceptable in their country, yet loads of Nigerians come to the UK, stay for a relatively brief period of time, acquire British citizenship. We need to stop being naive. And that's why under my leadership, we now have policies to make it a lot harder to just get British citizenship. It's been too easy. We want people who have who want to come to our country, net contributors, not people who will immigrate and then need welfare, need social housing. That's their right.
And you see how she stated that UK is not taking care of any immigrants, regardless if they're Nigerian or something else. And she's absolutely right about no country is going to let you go into their country and set up a little Nigeria town if it's not Nigeria. Same thing with Ghana. Ghana is trying to kick out the Nigerians as we speak, right? All these countries are making stricter laws for citizenship, not just the United States. And I just find it interesting that you have these Africans coming over here pushing this Pan-Africanism when this lady, this UK politician, is Britain before Nigeria. She's clearly a Britain lady before Nigeria. So, yeah.
From next year, 2 million immigrants could automatically claim British citizenship. 2 million people. That's nearly twice the population of Birmingham. That's massive. We've introduced a deportation bill because we're committed to bringing immigration down. Back in February, we demanded Labour triple the time for new immigrants to get a British passport. They voted it down. And now they brought in some half-assed version that's not going to work. Here's what will work. Deport all foreign criminals. Mandatory age checks. No more pretending to be kids. Tougher visa rules and salary thresholds. Disapply the Human Rights Act to immigration cases. No more abusing human rights laws to dodge deportations. Make asylum support repayable. And no permanent right to stay in the UK if you've relied on benefits. Until that's law, we won't fix this. Labour should adopt it now. It's time to get tough. That's what the Conservatives' deportation bill delivers. And we're going to go further. Our country is a home, not a hotel. And if we don't defend it, no one else will.
Will KEMI BADENOCH ever become a prime minister in the UK? Because to me, all she is doing right now is supporting the Britons over every other person. She acts like she has no Nigerian blood. She's not from Nigeria. She acts like she's not an immigrant herself. She might be legal, but there are so many people who are legal now that started as illegal immigrants and have never committed a crime in their lives. Why not focus on the ones who are criminals, the ones who are bringing bad names to the UK, the ones who are polluting the UK? Why are you so against your people? Everything that KEMI BADENOCH stands for is deporting illegal immigrants. I don't get it. Funny thing is, even the British people don't even like her. Only a few people agree with her. You are an immigrant yourself, and the way you are speaking is as if you are more British than the British people. What is it? Why are Nigerians always blocking ways for people when they are in a certain position? Will you remain in that position forever? Do you know how many prime ministers have come and gone in the UK? Take it easy, I beg.
Tory leader KEMI BADENOCH has just called herself Britain's Javier Milei. But who is Milei, and what would that mean for the UK? Javier Milei is Argentina's radical libertarian president, famous for slashing government spending with what he literally calls the chainsaw plan. He's cut welfare, ex-transport subsidies and scrapped half of Argentina's government, and he wants to ditch the peso for the US dollar. We have to recognise that he has had some success, such as reducing monthly inflation from 25% to 5% and achieving the first monthly budget surplus in over a decade, but his presidency has been highly polarising and is even credited with inspiring Elon Musk's department, Doge. How would that translate to the UK? Well, if BADENOCH is serious, a Milei-style government could mean massive cuts to public services, shrinking the civil service and ending many forms of government support. Fast. There is no doubt that Milei's approach is bold, but in a country with an NHS, a welfare state and a cost of living crisis, would the British public really want the chainsaw? So tell me what you think. Is Britain ready for Blair-style politics?
Where she is getting things wrong at the moment is she's sort of picking the wrong topics. She's talking about immigration, she's talking about kind of wokeness and cultural wars, whereas the first and central task is to start to re-establish economic credibility for the Tories. That's the bedrock of any Conservative victory. And I have not yet heard enough from her about that. It doesn't have to be specific policies at all, but it's about values and principles upon which you can build your economic program. And I would argue Keir Starmer, when he got back to the kind of basics of like, we've got to reassure people on the economy, we've got to reassure people on crime and stuff, and we've got a plan for the NHS, that's when people started saying, oh, maybe Labour should be back in office.
If you have 100,000 doctors leave and you get 1,000 unskilled migrants, your net migration numbers, they're fantastic, but your country is not better. We are not looking at the real thing. Who is coming into our country? Why do they want to be here? I remember coming back to the UK age 16 and thinking this is an amazing place. That why would anyone not want to be here? I know the pull that the UK has. But we have to make sure that everybody who is here buys into what the UK is about, and they're not trying to turn it into wherever it is they came from. I don't want this country to turn into Nigeria or India or wherever. I want it to be the place that we all love. And that's something that we don't talk about. Once upon a time, immigration happened in small numbers, slowly, so that people were absorbed and assimilated into society. And it wasn't because they took a citizenship test or government regulations. Society did the integrating. Now we're all told, you can't say this, you can't say that, the moral and cultural relativism, everything is fine, nothing is, nothing should be criticized.
Hello and welcome to this channel. And as usual, we bring you legit stories of things that are happening around. So, you guys can see that most people in the country, according to these comments that you guys can see, read the comments, most British are not even agreeing with her. Like, most British are not agreeing with us. Most of them are like, oh, a Nigerian trying to fix the UK and all those kind of things. And you are just going against your own people. People are really getting angry. Apart from we Nigerians, even the British people, let's say we Nigerians are not even really, but the British people are not. Why are we Nigerians always against one another? Why are we always the weapon fashion against each other? Yes, we know that you want to make everything great, but why are you going against the very country that the blood runs through you? Like, you have, yes, we know that you're not fully Nigerian, but you do have Nigerian blood running inside of you. So people are now asking now that with the way she's presenting herself, do we think she can ever become a prime minister in the UK? Because they are feeling like someone that can go against our own country, the way she's tackling and going against Nigeria. People are worried and like, will she ever become a prime minister in the UK? So let me know your opinion. Do you guys think KEMI BADENOCH has a chance of becoming a prime minister in the UK? So I would like to know your guys' opinion in the comment section. But a lot are happening and people are not really, some people, even British, they are not really taking it serious. Like, they don't even want her. Some do not even want her at all. They don't want her to fix their country. They said she did not belong to them, while only few British are agreeing with her. Only few people are agreeing with her. So I would like to know you guys' comments in the comment section. So please do well to follow, like, and share, and also on your notification so that you'll be notified anytime we drop a new post. Thank you.